Good morning, students. And in yesterday's class, we saw how to convert the decimal number to other form, right? Any other representation like binary, octal, or hexadecimal. And in today's class, we are going to discuss how decimal can be converted to other forms, or in between, how octal can be converted to hexadecimal, or hexadecimal to octal, and hexadecimal to binary. Okay, all these conversions we are going to discuss here. So to start with, first thing is to decimal, from decimal to other representations. Okay, so here if a decimal number is given, how this decimal can be converted to octal or hexadecimal or binary. The procedure is, when a decimal number is given and it has to be converted to base R representation, what you do is you separate the number into integer and fraction part. Okay, the decimal number may have the fraction part, the digits after the decimal point. So you need to separate. First step is you need to separate the integer and the fraction part. And you take the integer part and you do these steps, okay, on the decimal part of the integer part of the decimal number. First step is successively divide the integer by R. Okay, R is the base here. If suppose you want to convert the decimal number to binary, R will be 2. And if it is to convert decimal to octal, the value of R here is 8, because the base of octal is 8. And if it is to convert to hexadecimal, R is 16. So you successively divide the integer by R and accumulate the reminders. You keep recording the reminders. When you divide, you get the reminder, right? That you keep recording, keep accumulating the reminders. And the second step is you repeat this, repeat dividing. The first step says divide the integer by R. So repeat doing this until the integer quotient becomes 0. Okay, you need to keep dividing the number by R until the quotient becomes 0. And the third step is the reminders form the answer. Okay, how you get the binary or octal or hexadecimal? You collect the reminders with the first reminder as the least significant bit, and the last reminder you got as the most significant bit. Okay, you divide the integer part by R, okay, the base of the number, and accumulate the remainder. Repeat this until the integer quotient becomes 0, and you collect the reminders from the first as the least significant bit and the last reminder you got as the most significant bit. That gives the resultant number. And on fractions, we have divided the number into integer and fraction part. So now you take the fraction part. Okay, there is a different procedure to convert the fractional part into other representation. The procedure is multiply the fractional part by R successively. There we have divided the integer part, and the fractional part we multiply by R successively and accumulate the integer digit obtained. Okay, you will have to, when you multiply, we may get the carry. Okay, so that we have to accumulate, and repeat this step until the fractional part becomes 0 or until the desired number of decimal places are obtained. Okay, we need to repeat it for a particular number of times until the fractional part becomes 0. We keep multiplying this by R, and until the fraction becomes 0 or until the desired number of decimal places are obtained, and the carries we have accumulated that produce the answer, with the first carry as the most, here it is different, first carry as the most significant bit and the last carry as the least significant bit. You will understand this better if I give you an example. So let's take this example. The decimal number given is 43.3125. Okay, 43.3125. And here we need to divide it into two parts. The integer part is 43 and the fractional part is 0.3125. And we have two different procedures to follow. Okay, what we do for integer part of this decimal, we divide it by the base. Here it is to convert. We need to convert this to binary. Okay, so what is the base of binary? It is 2, right? So what we do is take the integer part of the number, that is 43, and divide it by 2. Okay, when you divide it by 2, you get 21. 2 2s are 4 and 1 2 is 2, and the remainder is 1 here. Okay, here is the remainder. You keep accumulating the reminders. And then again divide 21 by 2, you get 10 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. And then again divide 10 by 2, get 5 and remainder 0. And divide 5 by 2, you get 2 as a result and 1 as the remainder. And divide again it by 2, you get 1 and 0, and divide it, finally the quotient is 0. We need to repeat this until the quotient becomes 0. Okay, so the remainder here becomes 1. And the third step of our procedure says you need to so here I think it is given in a different way, least significant bit. We need to start from here, 1 0 1 0 1 1. Okay, we collect the reminders like this, 1 0 1 0 1 1. So here you can see the result, 1 0 1 0 1 1. Okay, and you take the fractional part, that is 0.3125, and multiply that by 2. Okay, why we multiply by 2? Because it is to be converted to binary. Binary has the base 2. So the 0.3125 into 2 gives 0.625. Okay, and the carry here is 0. 0 is the carry. This is the carry. Okay, that we write here separately. And yes, the next, when you divide it, 0.625. Now multiply again, repeat this. 0.625 into 2 gives 1.25. So the carry here is 1. Okay, that we need to accumulate. We write here at the right hand side. And then 1.25. There you take the fractional part 25. Okay, and multiply that again by 2. We get 0.50. Okay, the carry is 0 that we accumulate here. We write here separately, and here 0.50. 0.50 into 2, we get 1.00. Okay, and 1. Yes. From here, from the beginning here we start from down. Okay, from here we collect 1 0 1 0 1 1, but in this case, after multiplication, we start from here. After the decimal comes this digit first. Okay, 0 1 0 1. Okay, here is the answer, 1 0 1 0 1 1 0.0101. So let's do this. Let's convert this to binary and see so that you will understand it more. First thing is we have to divide it into two parts. The integer part is 23 and the fractional part is 0.6875. It is a decimal value, so we write base 10, and 23 divided by 2. You divide it by 2. 23 by 2, you get 11. And the remainder, what is the remainder here? 1. And when we divide this by 2, 5 2s are 10. The remainder is 1. We divide again this by 2. 2, and the remainder is 1. Divided by 2 and 1. It is 0. When we do it, the quotient, we need to repeat this until the quotient becomes 0. So 0, 1. And here, this forms the most significant bit. We need to start from down. So the result is 1 0 1 1 1. Okay, base 2. This is the binary equivalent of decimal 23. Okay, 23 we divide by 2, and the quotient is here, and we write the remainder at the right, and we start collecting it from down, okay, from the last remainder. The last remainder is 1. So 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. And let's do this, 0.6875 into 2. When we multiply 0.6875 into 2, yes, 6875 by 2 is 1.3750, okay. And then again you multiply, here the carry is 1, okay. We need to take this, we need to keep noting this one. And now again multiply this by 2, 0, 0, 15, 7, 0. So here the carry is 0. Now take the 7500, multiply this by 2, 0, 0, 10, 15. So 1.500. Multiply this by 2 again, 0, 0, 0, 10, and you get 1 as a carry. And here you repeat this procedure until you get the result 0. Okay, until the number becomes 0. Okay, so now the number to be multiplied is 0 now, so we don't have to repeat. Now we start writing the result. We start from the first digit here. So it is 0.1011. Okay. So the result is 23.6875 is 1011.1011 base 2. Okay, this is how you convert a decimal number to binary. And how to convert a decimal to octal? The same procedure, but only difference is the R, the value of R becomes 8 here. As the number is to be converted to octal, we multiply and divide. We multiply the integer part by, we divide the integer part by 8 and multiply the fractional part by 8. So here it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we have to do, you can unmute and do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. We divide it by 8. When we divide by 8, it is 1, 4s are 42, 14, 1, no. $43, so 8 5s are 40, and 34, 4s are 32, and the remainder is 2. Okay, you just divide 1, 2, 3, 4, 1234, the decimal number, by 8. And now we divide 154 by 8. Okay, when we divide, 1 8 is 8, and 74. 9 8s are 72, and the remainder is 2 again. And again divide this by 8. 2 8s are 16. Remainder is 3. We repeat this until the quotient becomes 0. So again we divide once, and 0 and 2 becomes the remainder. And we start writing from the last remainder we got. The last remainder is 2. So the result is 2, 3, 2, 2. The base 8. Okay, this is the octal equivalent of decimal. If you want to check, what you can do is you can again convert this back to decimal and see, because you have already learned how to convert an octal or binary or any other form to decimal, right? What is the procedure to convert a octal number to binary? Sorry, octal to decimal? The octal number is, now what we got here is 2322, and we need to convert this to decimal. We learned it yesterday. Multiply this by the base. Okay, it is an octal number, so it is 2 into 8 power 0, 1, 2, 3. So 8 power 3 plus 3 into 8 power 2 plus 2 into 8 power 1 plus 2 into 8 power 0. So what is the result here? 2 into 8 power 3. Somebody can multiply and tell.
512.
512. Okay. 512 plus 8 8 are 64 into 3.
2 into
Yes, 84 into 3. Sorry, 64 into 3.
192, ma'am.
192.
first one 512 into 2, ma'am.
8,
We get 1024.
okay. We'll check if it is forming the same number 1, 2, 3, 4. It is
24, ma'am.
4, and here 3 into 8 square is 192
192.
plus 8 2s are 16 plus 2 into 1 is 2. So what is the result? 1024. 1. Add it up until the answer.
1234, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. It is the decimal equivalent of octal 2322. Okay, so we got the same answer, right? The question here is 1, 2, 3, 4. We converted it to octal and we got 2322, and we converted back this octal to decimal using the procedure, and we got the same number. Okay, so what we did is right. So this is how we convert a decimal number to octal. And now let's see how to convert a decimal to hexadecimal. It is also the same procedure. We just divide it by 16 because the base of hexadecimal is 16. I've taken the same number 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the decimal number. Now to convert it to hexadecimal, as the base of the hexadecimal is 16, we divide it by 16. Yes, divide and tell. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 16 is, it is 7. Okay, 7 16 is 112. And the remainder is 11 and yes, 114. 114. So here again, 7 is 112 and the remainder is 2. Okay, and when we again divide it by 16, we get 4 16 are 64. And the remainder is 13. Okay, and then we need to repeat this until the quotient becomes 0. So 16, it is 0 and the remainder is 4. We collect it from we collect the remainder from down, okay, as the most significant bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of decimal is equivalent to 4, and 13 is in hexadecimal. 13 is equivalent to 10 is A, 11 B, and 12 is equivalent to C, decimal 12, and 13 is D. Okay, so we write 4D2 in hexadecimal, because hexadecimal numbers, the digits under come in hexadecimal are 0 to 9 and A to F. Okay, so we don't write 14 in place of 14, it is D. Let's try converting it back to decimal. The hexadecimal is 4D2. We need to convert to decimal. So how we convert? The same procedure what we used yesterday. 4 into 16 power, it is 2, plus D into 16 power 1 plus 2 into 16 power 0. So 4 into 16 power 2. What is the result?
1024, ma'am.
1024. Okay. Plus D is 13. 13 into 16 plus 2.
208, ma'am.
4 plus 208 plus 2. So what is the result?
One, two, three, four, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the decimal back. Okay. So we converted this 1, 2, 3, 4 into hexadecimal. We got 4D2, and 4D2, when we converted to decimal, we got the same number. Okay. So we know now how to convert decimal to any other form. Okay. Binary, octal, or hexadecimal. Let's move on to the next conversion. Next is S. Octal to binary. How, if an octal number is given, how we convert to binary? Here is an octal number, 725. Okay, it is an octal number. And to convert it to here the procedure is very simple. What we do is convert each octal digits to a 3-bit equivalent binary representation. Okay, if you take the first digit, it is 7. What is the octal equivalent of, binary equivalent of 7? Take 0, 0, 0 is 0. 0, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1. 1, 0, 0 is 4. 1, 0, 1. 1, 1, 0 is 6. 1, 1, 1 is 7. So the binary equivalent of 7 is 1, 1, 1. And take the second digit, 2. The binary equivalent of 2 is 0, 1, 0. Okay, we write that here. And the binary equivalent of 5 is 1, 0, 1. Okay, we write this. So this forms the binary number. Converting from octal to binary, any number to binary is easy. Okay, we just write the equivalent binary because already we know the binary equivalent of those digits. So we write it and combine everything, and we put the base. Okay, so the binary equivalent of octal 725 is 11101 0101. And if we want to convert this binary back to octal, okay, it is again the same procedure. We split it into 3 digits because octal can be represented by this 3 binary digits. Okay, so we split it into 3 digits, 3 bits, and then we write the octal decimal equivalent of this. Sorry, here as it is octal equivalent of this. Okay, what is 101? 101 is 5, and this is 2, 111 is 7. Okay, I'll show it in the next slide. Yes, let's convert this octal to binary. Okay, here is an octal number. We just have to split the numbers, digits, and write the binary equivalent of this. What is 2? Zero, 1, 0. Okay, 2 is it is 0, 1, 0. Then 0, 1, 1 is 3, 1, 0, 0. And the second digit here is 5. 5 is equivalent to 1, 0, 1. And the next digit 6. It is 1, 1, 0. Then 7 is 1, 1, 1. Then 3 is 0, 1, 1. Okay, so we combine all this. 2, 5, 6, 7, 3 in octal is equal to 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 in binary. Okay. In the same way, we convert hexadecimal also. Binary to, yes, again, to check it out, I have given one more, binary to octal. How we convert back binary to octal? You need to divide it into how many bits? Octal numbers are represented by 3-bit binary. Okay, so we divide it into 3 bits. Let's start from the least significant position, 1, 0, 0. Okay, I'm dividing it, and then so to convert this binary number to octal, we need to divide it into 3 bits. Okay, first take from the least significant position, 1, 0, 0, and then 0, 1, 1. Okay, 0 from here means 1, 1, 0. This way we divide it like this, 3 bits. And the next is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 1, 0, 1. Now write the octal equivalent of this. What is 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1? Is 1, right? And 1, 1, 0 is
6.
6. What is 1, 1, 0, 6 again? What is 0, 1, 1?
3.
3. And 1, 0, 1 is
5.
5. So the octal equivalent of this binary number is 5, 3, 6, 6, 1. Okay. And next is hexadecimal. Okay, same way we can convert hexadecimal to binary and binary to hexadecimal. Okay, we can convert, but the difference is we divide it into 4 bits. As hexadecimal has the numbers, yes, it has the numbers 0 to 9 and A to F, totally 15 digits. Okay, we need 4 bits, 4 binary bits to represent those numbers. Now to convert this, 10AF is given. Okay, let's write the hexadecimal equivalent of this first. It is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 is 1. 14, and 1111 is 15. And here, as it is hexadecimal, we don't write it 10, 11. We write it as A, B, C, D, E, and F. So here F is equivalent to 1111. Okay, and A is 1010. So we write it here, and 0. The third digit is 0 here. It is 0000. And 1 is 0001. Okay, we write it and we combine all these bits together. That becomes the binary equivalent of 10AF. Next, the other way, okay, converting binary to hexadecimal. Now, we have to divide it into 4 bits. You start from the least significant bit side. So 0001 here, 1011, and 0111. 101 means 0101. Okay, so what is this? 0001 is equivalent to 1. And what is 1011? 1011 is B. So we write here it is 1, and this is B, and 0111.
7.
01 is 7. So 011 is 7, and 0101 is 0101 is 5.
5.
Yes, 5. So the hexadecimal equivalent of this binary number is 57B1. Now, yeah, how you convert octal to hexadecimal? We have seen how to convert decimal to other representations, and other representations back to decimal, and from binary to other representations, and also from other representations to binary. Okay, from other representations to binary and binary to other form is easy. Just we divide it into those number of bits. Divide the number into 3 bits if it is octal, or 4 bits if it is hexadecimal, and then make the numbers, write the equivalent, octal or hexadecimal equivalent there. Now, how to convert octal to hexadecimal? So the procedure is, we can't directly convert, so we use binary as the intermediary here. Here the number is, octal is 1076. And to convert this to hexadecimal, we just divide it into 3 bits first. Because it is octal, we write the 3-bit equivalent of, binary equivalent of each bit. So let's take the least significant bit, 6. It is 110. And 7, the second digit, 7. The binary equivalent is 111. And third digit is 0. The binary equivalent is 000. And the fourth is 1. The binary equivalent is 011. But we don't, this is the binary equivalent. Here we want the hexadecimal equivalent of this. Now the next step is you divide it into 4 bits. Sorry. You divide it into 4 bits. Okay, here. So these 4 bits form one hexadecimal digit. And the next 4 bits. And here we have 4 bits here. Okay. So what is 1110? The hexadecimal equivalent of 1110 is Is it E? We wrote it in our previous slide. 1110 is E. Okay, and 0011,
3.
it's
3, ma'am.
3. And 0010,
2.
2. So the hexadecimal equivalent of octal 1076 is 23E. Okay. And even to convert from hexadecimal to octal, we do the same thing. We first form, when a hexadecimal number is given, we form the 4-bit binary equivalent of that hexadecimal digits. And then we split it into 3 because we need the resultant octal number. Okay. So here, if you see this, here the number given is, hexadecimal given is 1F0C. Okay. You take all the digits separately, the least significant digit, C. The hexadecimal binary equivalent of C is 1100. The 4-bit equivalents we write 00000 and F is 1111 and 1 is 0001. Now you divide it into 3 bits because we need the octal, which corresponds to 3-bit binary digits. So here you divide it into 3. First is 100 and then 001, 100, 111, 011 and 000. So what is 100? 100 is 4 and 001 is 1. 100 is again 4. 111 is 7. 001 is again 1 and it is 0. Okay. So we get 17414 as the octal equivalent of 1F0C hexadecimal. Okay, so we learned all the different conversions between all the bases. Okay, from base 10 to base 2 or base 2 to base 10 or from base 8 to base 2 in all the ways. Okay, how the numbers can be converted. So it can be stored as a finally as a binary form in the computer, and when it is given back to the user, it can be converted to the respective forms as decimal or octal or hexadecimal. Thank you.